Hi guys, I just wanted to jump on today because I've had one of my little sparky moments to do a random read. Right, so obviously this is a random read. It's not going to resonate with everyone. If it does resonate with you, please like, share and subscribe. Also as well, go and have a look at your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus signs that are uploaded for, I was going to say February, no, September. And yep, just follow the channel, and if you subscribe then I usually get my downloads to do random reads from the subscribers list. So that's where all of these messages come from. Okay, so right, the cards have already been pre-shuffled. I'm just going to do one more. Hope everyone's doing well and is having a beautiful Friday. Right. Let's have a look what we got. Right. First card is you're tired of doing something over and over again. It's almost like I feel Groundhog Day. It's repetitive. Nothing seems to change. Okay. Next card we got is the Nine of Pentacles. Then we've got the King of Swords. Then we've got the Five of Swords. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so as I start off with the Nine of Wands, I do feel like that something is repetitive, okay? And it's almost getting to the point that you can't keep doing the same thing, okay? For some reason, I feel like it's got to stop, if that makes sense. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Two of Swords. Okay, it feels like you can't actually keep doing the same thing over and over again because there is no communication. There seems to be there does seem a little bit of fear behind having a truthful conversation with someone to stop something happening over and over again. It's like if you keep banging your head against a brick wall, you're not going to get anywhere. Okay, and that's what it feels like. But it's almost like you keep going round in the same circle because you feel like you can't say anything to this person. The next card is male or female, doesn't matter. It's the feminine energy of the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this is a very independent card, okay? I do feel like that because I'm talking to quite an independent person, I do feel like you're being smothered by something. Maybe I feel like it's a relationship that isn't going anywhere. You want it to, and maybe you're partnered, you're married, or just long-term living with someone, or you're not actually living, but you're partnered up in some way. But because you're a very independent person, something keeps happening in this relationship that the cycle is not being broken. And you feel like even if you said something, it's going to make the situation possibly fall on deaf ears, or it's not actually going to change. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Something is going to change, okay? The World card. Now, the World card means the ending of something. Now, I don't mean the ending of a relationship per se. It's the ending of a way of doing things, okay? Because you're an independent person, I do feel like whatever is going on at the moment needs to stop, okay? Whether they're... I'm actually starting to feel a little bit neglected. I think that's the feeling. I feel like that even though I feel like I'm can't talk. I'm an independent person. I feel like if I talk to my partner, there's no point in talking to them. I feel like I already have kind of spoken to them about this situation. But that's coming to an end. Okay, because the next card we've got here is the King of Swords. The King of Swords with the World card, it means that whatever situation is going on, it will be spoke about. Okay, it's almost like there is no pussyfooting around. And I do feel like that you are taking on, male or female, doesn't matter. It's the masculine energy of communication. Because this situation has got to stop, and it is going to stop with the World card. Okay, something is coming to a closure because of the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords, it doesn't mince his words. He literally says it out how it is. Okay, where are we? Yeah, they literally say it as it is, and I feel like you are taking on that honesty role. Yeah, I do feel like quite a blunt, honest conversation is going to happen. Okay, and I do feel like that you're not going to be harsh with your words. You're just going to tell them facts. And I do feel like this conversation has actually been quite a long time coming. Okay, let's clarify the King of Swords. The Sun. Now, the Sun card in the middle of the spread is actually the happiest card of the deck. You are going to be pleased and very happy with how you've come across to this person. Okay, it's almost, I do feel like, I want to say someone has located their backbone. Someone has arrived at the party. Someone has stood up to the plate. Yeah, and I do feel like that you have put up with this situation for long enough. Things are going to change. Okay, you might have tried to have a conversation with this person in the past with no avail, but now you're taking on the King of Swords. Okay, you're taking on that energy, and I do feel like things are going to be significantly better. Now, the Five of Swords, I do feel like it's the person that, it's not who I'm talking about, it's the partner. Yeah, whoever has put you in this situation, I feel like the conversation is going to, it's all, you're going to have a conversation with this person, and it's not going to make you feel great. Okay, it's not going to make you feel great. The outcome is good, but at the time it's not going to make you feel great, because hearing some truths, your partner or the person that you're with, I don't think is expecting you to almost jump down their throat. Yeah, it's not like you go in with a blazing row. It's because you've said a few home truths and you've stood in your King of Swords power. Okay, so it's almost like it's an empty victory, even though you are going to see some changes and this conversation has had to be had. You're not overly pleased that you've had to say this to your person, because it doesn't make them feel great. Okay, but the outcome is good. Right, Five of Swords. Five of Swords, please. Clarify the Five of Swords. Knight of Cups. Okay, now the Knight of Cups is almost like love bombing card. Okay, now I do feel like they will try and, I'm hearing, persuade you that everything's okay. After you've had this conversation, they do feel like they do feel like this person in the back of the Five of Swords, okay? They are hurt by what you've said. But are they instantly going to take what you said and act on it? I don't think so, okay? With the Knight of Cups is my love bombing card. I think after you've had this conversation and after you've maybe have touched a nerve with this person, I feel like they're going to come back at you and almost love bomb, which statistically can't last. Okay, they're going to go over and above to prove what you mean to them. Well, that's wonderful, but we need long-term stability. Yeah, so I do feel like they are going to come back over and above, almost like an excited puppy, because they don't want to lose you. Okay, so do be careful of them almost turning the table, maybe from ignoring you and doing everything else in life. And you're like, hold on, wait a minute, well, what about us? Having that truthful conversation, them changing their ways and closing that out and almost coming towards you like you're the only person in the planet. Okay, it's almost like the pendulum completely swings back. So the next card, or the last card we've got, is the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles is juggling, okay? But let's clarify that. Page of Pentacles. I do feel like you are going to be juggling that situation for a while, okay? But then the Page of Pentacles, I do feel like that this is extremely grounding energy. I do feel like you do start to pull this back. And it's almost like, you know, enough of the love bomb kind of thing. We need to get back on even ground. And with the Page of Pentacles, it's a fresh, new, grounding energy. So it's almost like in the beginning it was lost. It was a little bit lost. It was a little bit chaotic everywhere. And now the pendulum has swung completely the other way. And the pendulum now is in the middle, ready to start again with almost new foundations. Yeah. The Page of Pentacles is the start of the energies. Yeah. So the page is almost like a little, if it was a message, it would be a high, not a full-blown conversation. It's just something little, substantial, but little. Okay. Right. I want to see over the next 6 months. Spirits, give me some cards for the next 6 months. Okay. Right, we've got the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Right, so over the next 6 months with this relationship, okay, because I didn't think it was fair just to leave it at sort of that energy. I wanted to see where it was going. Okay, so the Knight of Swords, there will be more open, honest communication. Okay, so there's not going to be that blockage of the Two of Swords. There will start to be open communication between you two. Okay, but the Three of Pentacles, once again, I said at the end of this part, the Page of Pentacles is starting something grounded, something new. And with the Three of Pentacles, it is the card of laying brand new foundations. Okay, so even if it was a bit chaotic in the beginning, it has actually flipped round totally the other way to then coming back and starting a brand new fresh, where you can start to rebuild and relay brand new foundations. Okay, with the start of an open dialogue of communication. Okay, right guys, that's what I have for you. I love you loads and I will see you really soon. Bye.